Good morning. Welcome back to wet and miserable Troughs Farms this morning. But anyway, maybe the harvest finished, so it's not the end of the world. What's on now today? Feed the cattle. I'm going riding out there now, and we almost tipped the loads of beans from last night, and who knows what else we'll be at. Let's get into it. The mix on there now for the bulls. The red clover silage. This is our protein source in our TMRs. Now I'm starting to run a bit low on red clover silage, so I think I'm not sure. I'll probably buy in a bit of either distillers or soya to put with the diet for the winter, so we'll see. Get some whole crop next. Hopefully we'll go into maize now. I was looking at the forecast, so the most of the week is wet, so we probably want, ideally, if we could get 4 dry days, that would be the dream. Now, 2 days to dry it out, and then 2 days to get the barley sap into it. That would be ideal. Not sure whether we get that now or not is another thing. That would be if we're going to mint hill it. If we're going to plough it, we could probably plough away. You could probably go in after a day and you could plough away then while they'll be cutting it and so on. So if there's only 2 days, we'd probably plough it. But if you're going to get 4 days, no, we'd mint till it. I'd imagine that's what we'll do. And all where I'm driving there now, and all here, and here will be all full with maize, hopefully. Pallet of minerals put into the shed. It's been there now with the last it came Tuesday, I think, and I've been walking up and down getting bags off it. Just shows how unproductive you are when you're busy. Like, by far the quickest thing to do now 3 days ago would have been to go pick up the pallet and put it into the shed. But when you're rushing and racing, you just think it's easier. Oh, I'll just go up and get a bag. But anyway, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's in there now. Nice to keep everything nice and tight. Keep everything together for feeding. Speeds up the job a little bit. Not too tight out of you back into the railing. So there's my little pile of bales after red clover. Very disappointing. There was only like 40 something bales off it. I was predicting that there'd be high 50s anyway, but there wasn't. I think there was only like 42 or 3 bales or something off it. So now it is dry, alright. But yeah, still it's disappointing. Now look, I made when you're reseeding the first year, like, we got 3 cuts off, but it's hard to get the cuts right because I was afraid that this cut was going to run too late and we wouldn't get a cut, so I didn't want to go fertilising it heavy for a 3rd cut. But next year now, I'll be banging out the first cut there at the end of April. We'll be going again. 1st of June, we'll be going again. Hopefully the middle of July, that'll be the 3rd cut. 4th cut then will be say the middle of July, the start of September, and maybe get a 5th cut off it for October. So that 5th cut now, I'd be hoping would be, say, the equivalent of this year's 3rd cut. So we get the barley put into the mix there now. Oh, sorry, I'm on the 2nd mix there now. This is the cow mix. Just checking the boys. Do they need to move? I think they probably do. Forecast for tonight is bad now again, so if you leave them in the paddock with not much grass, they'll wreck it. We're going for a look. Yeah, we'll give them a shift. There's very little left there, maybe 200, 250. With cattle, that's as good as you can hope for this time of the year. Come on, boys. Come on. Out you go. Go on. You're lame. What's wrong with you? I got a sore leg. Yeah, you'll be coming in this weekend or something. Just like that. When you have your grazing infrastructure set up right, managing cattle grass is a doddle. Just moving these lads here now. These will be sort of our middle group of calves, I think. Are they? Yeah, they're the middle ones. The best ones are over in Hazelwood. So these will be the middle group of calves. Look, there's much between them all. But these are getting a kilo ration there now, and God, they're in savage order in terms of life with them. This wouldn't be the case every year, but this year they're going away great. Come on, come on. They're getting a kilo of McDonald's, some McDonald brothers, some sort of their ration, I'd know that a beef ration or something. They don't need much this time of the year, just a bit of energy, small, very small touch of protein, and a bit of energy. I have fed them straight barley in the past, but I think just a more balanced ration is a better job. Look, there's a lot of work in feeding just like the straight barley or your own ration or things. So I just went ahead and bought a couple of ton of it in bags this year for a change, just make life a little bit easier. It would be cheaper to feed them our own barley and probably every bit as good, but just for this once off I said I'd go to bags, and I'm actually happy out, to be honest. So, you know, it's saving the workload. So come on, boys. These lads, I swear, I don't know, they've no notion of going. Come on, really. God almighty. Look at this beast. He's a proper fish, you know, that lad. Sorry, I missed him. There's great cattle in this group now. There's another good fella. Lovely fish. Grand Square, look at the horse name. Grand Square fella. Man, where did he come from? 57. Padder, if you're watching, he's one of yours. Come on. Come on. Come on, lads. Come on, will ye? I've all the cattle shifted there now today. Some of them, a good few of them were due a shift. They didn't get too much TLC now for the last few days, but they're all shifted now before the heavy rain tomorrow, so sorry. I'll be able to stay indoors for some bit on it. God, I wonder what happened to that fence. Must have been some very strong wind. Don't tell anyone. Time to get finished up now. The shear grab taken off. Put on the pusher. Pushing the silage. Must feed the horses now for Dad this evening. He's gone away. Feck off home. I put out a call the other day if there was any workwear supplier wanted to give me some cheap waterproofs to get on to me. Now, I didn't get any reply yet, but I will, and all the rest of you will miss out on valuable advertisements. So get on to me now tomorrow, either Friday evening or Saturday, if you want to give me some cheap waterproofs. Don't miss out on this opportunity. You're getting in at the start. Send it up. one good thing about when it's raining, when it's wet, you get to go home somewhere reasonably early. I didn't do a whole pile now today, to tell you the truth. It was a fairly unproductive day. But anyway, you have them days too. There's my number if anyone wants to get in contact with me to give me some free clothes. I know. There we go. That's my other business, Precision Pastures, and the Beast fusion partner. Gimme a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me fight the troubles away? Your man, what's his name? Christy Moore, Tupac, Eminem, Red Hot Chili Peppers, the Beatles, the Bagatelles. Who else? What other songs do I like? I love that song. I remember that summer in Dublin. No one else knows that song, but I know it and I love it. So, what do you think? If the old YouTubing career doesn't work out, could I give singing a go? Right? Maybe my YouTube fame might take off and it might lead to a singing career. At least I wouldn't be trying to beat the rain the whole time anyway. Let's get out now, talking again, I'm going to get soaked. What's the story with pooping in the water troughs, lads? In all fairness. I love these water troughs. They're Condon engineering. We put them in when we built this shed first, and they're a great job. Just check out these boys now. Into the water truck. Ah lads, who pooped in the water truck? God almighty. That's disgusting. It's the one thing about feeding bees actually. The water trucks will be dirty. I don't know why it's supposed to. We don't wash the bees. So. This is my mate now that was very cranky out in grass. You're not too cranky in here, are you? When you put bulls into the shed, like, their feng shui comes right and they just relax. Actually, talking about feng shui and bulls, the most important thing to keep bulls quiet and calm and slats, as I'm doing that, I have a fella wearing up to me. I'll give you a box. Is their nutrition. If you have their diet right, you'll have no mounting, no fighting, no injuries. We have these wires here up over the bulls. They're turned off. I turn them on for 3 or 4 days when they come in. It does take them a couple of days to settle down, but once they do, turn them off. And if you've their diet right, you'll have no mounting, you'll have no injuries. So that's the two things that I look for when I'm feeding cattle. Obviously thrive, that their coats are good and they're improving every day, but their dung is the right consistency and that you have no fighting and no mounting. They're the two main things to show for bulls anyway, that your nutrition is right. And now is that, look, Brandon Pudgy. He's ready for road. Ready? Yeah. Look at this lad. Good. Plenty of cover there over his ribs. So, yeah. Let's settle down, would you? You'll hurt yourself. So, 1 sec now. This camera kit's fogging up. I got a new gimbal thingy, but it never came yet. I'm going, wait, let's see the quality of the videos when I have that. God almighty, I'll be getting some views. So the 3 rounds, just get these ordinary nuts. They're Connolly's Red Mills racehorse cubes. And the 4-year-olds then, who are in more intensive work, get these ones. These are Red Mills Horse Care 14. They're there's like stuff in them to help horses who get sort of prone to ulcers. Now, our horses, as a rule, don't really have ulcers, but race horses like are highly strung animals, and it's like a highly strung human. You'll be more prone to getting ulcers and colds and things when you're highly strung. So this just helps with their tummies to keep them right. This fella here actually got physio today. The horse physio came out. His hamstrings were a little bit sore. So yeah, these bloody animals get treated like absolute royalty. And we only want like 5 minutes of their time. That's it. 5 good minutes and we'll be happy. Do you hear that, lad? You give me 5 minutes of your time now, I'll find you a new owner. How would you like that? As Harry says, is that a deal? Have we a deal? This is my favourite 3-year-old. Can't tell you what he is now because it's top secret. But so obviously I ride out, not every day but most days, and when you be riding the horses, like you'll be saying, God, this is a nice horse, or that's a nice horse, or you'll be dreaming about what maybe could be. This fella might be a right horse now, this fella might win first out and we'll get a right touch from him. But like this time of the year, so say the 3-year-olds now, they're forward, they're going great, we're delighted with them. They're actually really, as our 3-year-old crops have been for the last couple of years, I think these are probably the nicest crop we've had. But like, you'd be dreaming about, you'd say this fella now might run there, or like so horses can't run in Point of Pints until they're 4. Every horse's birthday is on the 1st of January, so all these horses will turn 4 the 1st of January, and there's no Point of Pints until the 1st of February from, so they can't run until February. But you'd think like, God, he's a really nice horse, or he's a really nice horse, and like they'd make the biggest fools of you. The one that you think would be no good at home would go out and absolutely bolt up first time out. And the one you think would be a really nice horse would be a bit disappointing. We there a couple of years ago, we had this one horse that we thought was an absolute weapon, and like we just couldn't see this fella beat. And we had another fella that we thought was grand. They were working together the whole time. The other fella's work was good now, to be fair, but we thought he was a nice horse, so being a really nice horse. So the first fella went out anyway, forced him out, and he won by a furlong. Now there's 8 furlongs in a mile, so you can imagine how far he won by. He absolutely skated in, pillar to post, never saw another horse. And we said, oh my God, when we run this other fella, how far did he win by? So anyway, we ran the second fella then, and he went out and he fell at the second last. Now, he was probably bet when he fell. So we went home with our tails between our legs. And that horse, anyway, we sold him actually. And he went out and he won a bumper really impressively first time out. Like, he won. So this is the second horse now. The fella at last, the first day. After we sold him his first race, he went out and he won a bumper really impressively. And we said, oh my God, he's going to turn into the horse that we promised he was going to be. This is great. And he won plenty of races, but he never really made up into the horse that he promised everyone to be. And the other fella, like, ended up rated 150. He won loads of races. So they just make complete fools of you. Like, there's no telling this time of the year how good or bad they're going to be. Even though, like, you'll be dreaming about this is the right fella. I do like this fella now. Can't tell you what he is either, but he's lovely. He came from Galway is all I can tell you. He's lovely. So, anyway, I'm waffling now. So I dashed on the walker there because the lads didn't ride him at all today. See, will he go up to his table now, or where does he go? Ash! For feed the grass. Ash, get in! Might not. I thought he was going to head off. Ash is 30. So He's a dinger. Harriet and Leo ride him. He's bomb proof. He's as safe as a house on fire. Ash, where are you going? That's not your stable. Come in to see, is there any grub here? Look, head into the truck. Get out of it, you chancer. Come on. Come on. Little scoundrel. Come on. Look at it. Pippa, get out of it. She's like a cattle dog or something. And she's completely useless. Good job, Pip. Good job. Now, good night. Now lads, I think you've seen enough of me waffling for one day today. Geez, I'm over the moon there now to get the harvest finished yesterday. All the straw bales finished. The beans finished up at 2.56 tonne today. Average. They did from 3 down to just over 2. So I was happy with that. And the moral of the story is the field I was sat in the best conditions did 3 tonne, and the field I was sat in the worst conditions did 2.2. So what can we do? So anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. This door is fairly slow to close. And which one? Yeah. Thanks a million for watching, and if you've got this far, please like the video. All the likes and shares and subscribes really help to grow the channel and help to get it out there to other people, maybe outside of farming, just to show. The majority of you watching are probably farmers, so look, you understand the effort that's being put in by farmers on an environmental front, etc., water quality, all this crack. But maybe people outside of farming don't, so if we can grow the channel and get more people from outside of farming interested in watching the channel every day, they'll see the good that all Irish farmers and the effort that Irish farmers are putting in. So thanks a million, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Dower House Farms.